The imaging world is standing on the precipice of a massive shift as we move deeper into 2026, and the rumors surrounding the Canon EOS R4 are no longer just whispers in dark corners of the internet. They have become a roaring storm of anticipation that threatens to redefine everything we thought we knew about mirrorless technology. For years, photographers and filmmakers have been caught in a tug of the line between resolution and speed, forced to choose between the high megapixel count of a landscape beast or the blistering frame rates of a sports-oriented flagship. But as the leaks regarding the EOS R4 intensify, it appears Canon is about to break the rules of the game entirely. This isn't just another incremental update or a slight bump in specs. We are looking at a machine designed to bridge the gap between the professional-grade R3 and the hybrid powerhouse R5, creating a Goldilocks zone that could potentially render other bodies obsolete. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more tech updates. The rumors suggest that Canon has been working in secret on a sensor technology that doesn't just capture light, but interprets it using a level of artificial intelligence we have never seen integrated directly into hardware. We're talking about a rumored 80-megapixel full-frame, stacked BSI CMOS sensor that handles data at speeds that were theoretically impossible just 24 months ago. Imagine a world where you can crop into a photo by 400% and still maintain enough detail for a commercial billboard while simultaneously shooting at 30 frames per second without a single hint of rolling shutter distortion. This is the promise of the EOS R4. A camera that seems built to satisfy the most demanding creators on the planet. If the leaked internal documents are to be believed, the heart of the Canon EOS R4 is a technological marvel that utilizes a new quad-pixel autofocus system. Unlike traditional dual-pixel systems that struggle with horizontal patterns, this new architecture would allow the camera to lock onto subjects with surgical precision regardless of their orientation or the complexity of the background. Think about a wildlife photographer deep in the rainforest trying to track a bird through a dense canopy of leaves, or a sports photographer capturing the chaotic energy of a stadium under flickering lights. The R4 is rumored to employ deep learning algorithms that can recognize not just eyes and faces, but specific skeletal structures and movement patterns, allowing the camera to predict where a subject will be before it even moves. This level of predictive tracking would effectively eliminate the concept of a missed shot, making the photographer more of a director than a traditional shooter. The 2026 release window is strategically placed to capitalize on the latest advancements in processing power, likely debuting with a new iteration of the Digic processor, possibly the Digic 12 or a dedicated X-series AI chip designed specifically for high-throughput data management. When we dive into the video capabilities of the EOS R4, the specifications become even more staggering. We are hearing reports of internal 8K recording at 60 frames per second in 12-bit RAW, a feat that usually requires a dedicated cinema rig with massive cooling fans. However, Canon is reportedly utilizing a revolutionary graphene-based cooling structure that pulls heat away from the sensor and processor more efficiently than copper or aluminum ever could. This means longer record times without the dreaded overheating warnings that plagued earlier hybrid models. For the professional cinematographer, this opens up a world of possibilities for high-resolution, slow motion, and incredible flexibility in post-production. But it doesn't stop at 8K. The R4 is also expected to offer oversampled 4K at up to 120 frames per second, providing that buttery smooth cinematic look without any crop factor. This is crucial for creators who want to maintain the full-frame aesthetic while capturing fast-paced action. The inclusion of C-Log4 and a new 16-bit external output option suggests that Canon is positioning this camera not just as a stills tool, but as a legitimate B-cam, or even A-cam for high-end documentary and commercial work. One of the most talked about features in the 2026 rumors is the Intelligent Scene Reconstruction mode. This is allegedly an AI-driven feature that can upscale images in camera to a staggering 240 megapixels by analyzing textures and patterns to fill in gaps that traditional interpolation would miss. While we have seen high-resolution shift modes before that require a tripod and static subjects, the R4's version is rumored to work handheld for certain types of scenes. This would be a game-changer for architecture and landscape photographers who need medium format quality in a portable, ruggedized 35mm body. Speaking of the body, the ergonomics are expected to follow the lineage of the R5, but with significant upgrades in weather sealing and tactile feedback. A new 9mm electronic viewfinder with a refresh rate of 240 Hz would provide an experience so close to an optical viewfinder that even the most hardened DSLR purists might finally be convinced to make the switch. The lag-free, high-brightness display would ensure that what you see is exactly what you get, even the harshest midday sun or the darkest midnight environments.